Yasu also asked what I've been up to, which I feel like I've gone a little bit into detail. My like day-to-day life is very like chill, very summer. I've appreciated it. I work like 3 or 4 days a week, and when I work, I have like 12-hour shifts, or unless I'm picking up someone's shifts, like I have 12-hour shifts because I prefer to work fewer days but still get like my full-time hours, if that makes sense, than like having to come in multiple days. So they're definitely very long days when I work, but then like that means that the other days that I'm not working, I have them completely free, which I appreciate. So on those free days, I will be like baking or cooking. I baked bread the other day, which was really good, and I like shared that with the house. Um, I'll be, I'll like I'll go swimming like with like the people in the house, or do something like that. I've also been reading a lot more now that I have some more free time now that I'm not in school, which has been really good. My roommate and I have this giant stack of books in the corner of our room that we're like, we have to get through this by the end of the summer, which I don't think is going to happen, but it's a good goal to have. And it kind of keeps us more, um, like, it kind of keeps us more accountable. But yeah, and then I've also been trying to apply to one internship per week. That's been my summer goal. So I really want to get like some kind of law internship just because I want more experience in the field before I actually go to law school. And it's so competitive, especially as an undergrad. Like unless you know someone who can get you some kind of internship, it's like most internships are targeted towards actual law students rather than undergrads, which is pretty frustrating. Or they're unpaid, which I've applied to a few unpaid internships, but like genuinely, like I'm like, I need to afford rent, I need to afford tuition. Like it's just like not super realistic to do that. The next question that Yasu had for me was what is my older sister like? Um, and okay, when we were growing up, so we are very different people, and when we were growing up, that was like such an issue because we shared a room, and she was so messy, I was so organized. She like was kind of insane during high school, and I was like this little like teacher's pet middle schooler, that kind of thing. So we fought a lot growing up, and then over the pandemic, she moved back from college and was staying in our basement. So her and I technically had different rooms. And I think like that was just the thing to cure our relationship. Just like, and we like started getting along so well. I genuinely think she's like one of the most funny and creative people in my life. Again, we FaceTime like almost every day, like just for life updates. She rarely visits just because like she has so much going on in California. Like she's looking for a job right now. Actually, she did just get a job offer, which we're all really excited to hear. She just graduated from her master's program. She might be moving in with her boyfriend soon. I don't really know. She's still like up in the air about that. But yeah, genuinely, like we're very different people, so we have like very different ways of looking at life, but like funnily enough the same humor, which is always like super sweet. I don't know, she's visiting in August for her friend's wedding, and I'm really excited. She's gonna like stay with me for a little bit, stay with my parents for a little bit. And we're already like planning activities that we're gonna do together. Like we love going thrifting together, going hiking. We're like both into like very into arts and crafts. She was like, when she saw my room, she was like, oh my god, we gotta like paint in here, we gotta like do like beading in here or something like that. I feel like we pick up a lot of like the same hobbies, and so yeah, we really just like feed off of each other, I think, in very positive ways. And because we grew up like in the same way, I think we share a lot of the same values, which is just, it's like so nice. Like I just feel so lucky to have a sibling at all, because I love like being able to like have someone that I share my entire life with. Like they've seen me when I was like little, and they know like how I got to where I am, like why I think the way I think, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Okay, Yasu also, his next question is, what do I do when I'm with my friends? Um, and honestly, all my friends are such yappers. Like I think that we just like we gravitate towards each other because we can just like talk about whatever. Sometimes it's literally just what we're into lately, like catching up, sharing. My friend Lola sends me TikToks all the time, and we just like talk about those, and they're like the stupidest TikToks ever, but like I don't know, they're cute. And like I don't know, I feel like a lot of my friends now I just met in college. So again, we like don't have that background of knowing each other our whole lives. So it's always fun to talk about like our shared values, like life philosophies, like how we grew up differently and like how we got to like where we are. Um so yeah, I don't know, that's super fun. We also like now that it's warm out, we're going on like a lot of picnics, like just being super whimsical with each other, which I genuinely think our shared life philosophy is like always be whimsical, especially when it's nice out. So yeah, we'll like go swimming, have picnics. We go thrifting a lot. I feel like the nice thing about living in the city is like you never run out of things to do. So like we'll see something that like or like get a recommendation on places to go and we'll like do that. We eat together a lot too, like just like cooking together, or when we were living in the sorority especially, like sharing meals together was super fun. So yeah, kind of all over the place. Like it changes with our moods, like where we're at in life, that kind of stuff. The next question Yasu has for me is what kind of foods do I like? I have such a sweet tooth, I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of bad. I grew up loving to bake, so, you know, like cakes, banana breads. I have this really good recipe for this olive oil cake that I want to make. It's like olive oil, dark chocolate, rosemary, and it has like spelt flour in it. I love being like experimental kind of, which my friend Emily is really good at that. She, is like so experimental with the things that she makes. She like made us this cookie recently that was like miso, sesame. I don't even know. It had like 5 million ingredients in it, but it was really good. I love fruit, like which is kind of like not like a real. It's not like a dish or anything, but I don't know. Like if it wasn't so expensive, I would just eat fruit all the time, like mangoes, peaches. It's peach season here, which like thank God, that's like my favorite fruit ever. I've been like buying like crates of peaches and just going through them, which is really nice. And yeah, I don't know. It's like all over the place. I think I'm just someone that really enjoys food. I'm so glad I'm not like a picky eater, especially like I'll try everything, and I feel like I've tried a lot of food. So I don't know. I'm really grateful for that. Like my parents, like even if I hated something when I was growing up, my parents forced me to eat it. Like that was just their mentality, and I think that it like made me have like a very diverse palate and be able to enjoy a lot of foods. Like I like spicy food. I like sweet foods, sour foods, even bitter foods sometimes. My mom, okay, I have this like traumatic memory of my mom loves endives and chicories, which is like a type of leafy green, and they are like so bitter to the point where like I hated them growing up, but she would always make them and just like force me to eat them. And you know what? Now I like them. So I guess it worked. But that yeah, I feel like that kind of mentality of like finish what's on your plate made me very like appreciative of food and made me very like experimental with the stuff that I tried.
実践的な英会話を短期間で効率よく身につけたい方は、いろんなアメリカ人の生の英会話を学ぶのが一番です。英会話教材 This is 英会話では、アメリカ人約150人の生の英会話を紹介しています。概要欄に紹介していますので、ぜひ見てください。それでは次回をお楽しみに。